We are confident that we have the right vision, the right strategy, and the right leadership to continue to grow and keep us competitive, resilient.
2 months after this speech, Thierry Delaporte resigned as CEO of India's fourth largest IT company. His contract was due to end only in June 2025. Srinivas Pallia, who has worked at Wipro for over 30 years, will now take his place. Pallia was leading Wipro's biggest market, America's one. While a CEO change is always a big event and was bound to be so for a software giant like Wipro, analysts say that considering the situation in the last few months, Delaporte's resignation was not a surprise. Though the company's stock performance during his tenure was strong, Wipro has been facing significant troubles. First is their operating model and structure, which has changed twice in the last 3 years. Delaporte revamped the organizational structure, ramping up focus on large deals. Wipro spent billions on acquisitions like Capco and Rising, but they continued to underperform as compared to peers. Wipro slipped to the number 4 IT company in India in terms of market cap from the 3rd spot. Second is a spate of senior level exits in the last couple of years. In 2023, over 10 senior leaders quit the company, including Chief Financial Officer Jatin Dalal and Chief Growth Officer Stephanie Trotman. Third is the fact that the company hired key management personnel externally in many roles, including Delaporte, who was brought in from Capgemini and based in Paris. The influx of external talent from different countries, while Wipro's long-standing veterans departed, could have contributed to a sense of disconnect in the organization. The disconnect point was raised by a number of analysts, including Phil First of HFS Research, who said that Delaporte rarely left his Paris base, while his CEO counterparts have been regularly rallying the troops across India and the US. He brought in many executives from outside of Wipro and neglected the loyal Wiproites who had built the company. The morale has been sapped out of Wipro for a year now, and this change in leadership is at least 6 months overdue, he says. Fourth is a big factor that Wipro founder Azim Premji was apparently unhappy with the way Delaporte was functioning and the larger issue of senior executives quitting the firm. Though Chairman Rishad Premji backed Delaporte, Azim Premji flagged the senior level churn and the high cost structure put in place by Delaporte. Premji had always kept a tight leash on operating costs. Now the new CEO has an uphill task at hand. With 32 years of experience at Wipro, many feel that Pallia is an apt choice since an outsider could pose more transitional challenges and heighten the sense of disconnect. Pallia will have to deal with a challenging business environment, sectoral headwinds, and impatient stakeholders. It will also be upon him to get Wipro back to being a sought-after employer again and bring in large deals to move the needle in performance like Wipro's competitors.